and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Juliet Israel and today is my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Daddy. Ooh, happy birthday, Daddy. Okay, so I'm super excited because the father that born me is +1 today. Hey! Of January 2022. Today is my dad's birthday. So if you're watching this video maybe tomorrow, the 18th, 19th, 20, 22, or sometime later in the future, January 17th of 2022 is my dad's birthday, and that's when I'm shooting this video. So with respect to that, with respect to my dad's birthday, I would want to talk about 5 things that mentally strong parents do. So growing up as a child, I realized I learned some of these things passively, and I may not have realized them then, but growing up to become a mental health practitioner and mindset coach, I've come to realize that these are some of the things that mentally strong parents do. And today in this video, I would love to share 5 of them with you. So without further ado, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, before we go on, just subscribe to this channel and then turn on the notification bell so you do not miss another episode of the video of my video the next time it drops. So are we ready? Are we good to go? Good to go, good to go. Yes, let's move on. So 5 things mentally strong parents do. Number 1, they allow their child to make mistakes and learn from them. I know as parents, we want to be so overprotective of our child. We do not want them to fall, we do not want them to make mistakes, and we almost want to make decisions for them. But mentally strong parents know that allowing your children to make mistakes, allowing your kids to make mistakes and learn from them helps them become better. When we make decisions for them, we are paralyzing them mentally because we're not giving them the capacity or the capability to learn from their mistakes, that is, if they fail. For instance, when I finished secondary school, I was not sure what I wanted to study in the university. And my dad told me that I could study whatever I wanted to study. He never said, oh, you're going to go to school and study this. So I was really good in commercial subjects like accounting, commerce, economics. I don't know if the subject still exists in school right now. So I said, okay, I'm going to study accounting. I first wanted to study banking and finance, and I told him, he said, okay, that's fine. But then he was like, okay, he kind of like explained to me what I would do as a banking and finance graduate. And I was like, okay, I don't really want to work in a bank. Maybe I think banking and finance is restricted to banks. So I said, okay, accountant. And he said, okay, fine, if you want to study accounting, you can go ahead and study accounting. I'm not holding you back. You have my blessings. Go ahead and do that. And so I went and graduated as an accountant. And today, I do not practice the accounting. I do not practice anything accounting. In fact, after school, after NYSC, I dropped my certificate and I've never picked it up since then. Now, just imagine that my dad was the one, or my parents were the one who told me what to study. You know, go to school and study accounting. You're good in accounting. Go and study accounting. Somewhere, I may not consciously acknowledge it, but subconsciously, I may feel a kind of resentment towards my parents because I feel like they allowed me to study accounting, and when I'm not going to be using it. So I would feel like, oh, I studied something that's just going to be completely useless to me. I'm not using it for anything. So somewhere, even though I do not physically acknowledge it, mentally, subconsciously, I may have that sort of resentment towards them. So mentally strong parents would allow their children to make mistakes and learn from them. Right? So number 2, it's almost like the first one. They allow their child to take responsibility for their action and emotion. Right? So it's just like the first one, allowing them to make mistakes and learn from them. As much as you allow them to make the mistakes, you also allow them to take responsibility for their actions You do not own up to their mistakes for them. You allow them to take responsibility for their actions and their emotions. They're entitled to feel whatever emotion they want to feel. All you can do is to guide them through that emotion. Guide them through that feeling, whatever feeling they're going through. Not to own it for them, not to tell them not to feel that way. You're not supposed to. Maybe you feel sad, someone feels sad, a child feels sad for something that happened, and you're telling them that, oh, you're not supposed to feel sad. No, you allow them to own their emotions. You allow them to own up to their actions. So that's one of the things, that's the second thing that mentally strong parents do, right? So number 3, they distinguish between punishment and discipline. So if you're an African, especially a Nigerian, most of our parents, if you're not the Generation Z and all of that, but most of our parents those days, they punish us a lot. Like, if you do something, just know that you're in for it. You're going to get punished, you're going to get spanked, you're going to get beaten. But one thing that mentally strong parents do is that they distinguish between punishment and discipline. They not only punish you, they also discipline you. So one thing my dad used to do when you do something wrong, you make a mistake or you do something really terrible or bad, he would call you and he would sit you down and he would tell you this and this and this and this is wrong and you shouldn't do it. He would even make inferences from the Bible and say, in the Bible, God said this and this and that. And so that is why I'm going to be giving you 5 strokes of the cane for this, so that next time you do not do it again. Now that is discipline. And then the act of punishment is actually the spanking with the cane. So one thing that mentally strong parents do, they not only punish you with the cane, that's good, but they also discipline you. They talk to you about what you did that was wrong and how you can do better. So that's one of the things that my dad used to do. As at then, I did not realize it. I did not even acknowledge it. But right now, I realized how important that was, because it built a sense of responsibility. It built a sense of, I understood why I was being punished, even though I knew that, okay, I broke a bucket. But why is breaking a bucket bad? That's just an example. So he would always go on to explain why this and this is bad, and that is why he's punishing you, not because he doesn't love you or not because he hates you. So my dad always does that, and that's one of the things that mentally strong parents do. You discipline your child and tell them what they did wrong, and that's why you're going to be punishing them, and what to do next time, or how to make sure you do not do the same thing the next time, and then you go on to punish them, if you will, right? So number 4 is that mentally strong parents do not expect perfection from their kids. Okay, fine. I know we want our kids to always have the best grades. I know we want our kids to always be great or best at what they do, but we do not pressure them or over pressure them into being perfect all the time. We allow them to make mistakes, just like I said in the first one. We do not always expect perfection from them. So even though they fail, we encourage them to be better, or we encourage them that, they could do better the next time. So I remember one time when I was in secondary school, it was a new school that I just got transferred to another secondary school, and that particular term I took second. I came second. Was it second? No. I came 13th in class. Yeah, I think we were about 26 students in the class then, and I came 13th. I took 13th position, and I cried all the way from school to my house, and I did not want to enter inside the house. I was outside because I was like, oh my God, my dad is going to kill me, my parents will kill me, my parents will do this. I did not want to enter the house, and then I stayed until evening. I was outside. Oh, my dad was asking after me, where's Juliet? And then he was told that I was outside. He asked them to call me in. I was really scared and shy, and then I came in. But my dad did not say anything. He has seen my grades. He has seen my results. He did not say, what? How could you take 13th? of all positions. You didn't see first, you didn't see second, you didn't see third. And I know a lot of parents do this. Now, this is not good for your child's mental health. So he never said anything about it. He told me to go and eat, told me to go and eat and sleep. And I did eat and I slept. And I was, I was like, what is happening? My dad is not saying anything. I've never taken 13th position in the class before. This is my first time. I was thinking my dad was going to kill me, but he's not doing anything. And then I think much later in the night, he woke me up and told me to read my book. He told me I should start reading right now, from now until the next term, every single day. So he was waking me up by 5 a.m. every day and encouraging me to read. He told me that if I read better, if I paid more attention to my studies, I was going to get better. But coming 13th in the class, it's not like the end of the world. It's not like he's going to kill me. He wouldn't kill me. What he would just encourage that I do was to improve on my studies or get better, study more, pay more attention in class and study more and get better grades. And the next term, I came second, and he was happy for me. But mentally strong parents, one thing they do not do is to one thing they do is they do not expect perfection from their kids, right? So we give them room to grow. We give them room to make mistakes. We give them room to grow. That is one of the traits of a mentally strong parent. And finally, number 5, they support their kids. Yay! My dad is a very big fan, a very big supporter of my brand, of whatever I'm building. My dad is a big subscriber. Big supporter, basically. He shares my content, he talks about my work, talks about basically all of the things that I do. If I'm going to host an event, he calls me like a day before the event. He prays for me. He just basically, how's the event going? How's your book coming? My book that I'm currently writing. He's like, so when is the physical book going to be out? How's it going? How's it coming? My dad is a very, very big supporter of my brand, of what I do out here. And, I love him for that. So one thing that mentally strong parents do is that they support their kids. We may not always be making the right decisions, but knowing that there is always someone there to support us when we falter and then we come to our senses and then we realize there's still someone out there that supports us, that will not castigate us, that will not say, I told you not to do this, you still went ahead and doing it. Now you see your life, you see yourself. So there's a difference between supporting your child and correcting them. It's okay you can also correct in love. You can also correct while supporting them, and that's what mentally strong parents do. You correct them when they're wrong, but you support them. You let them know that you're always there for them. Like right now, I know that my dad always got me, right? So, mentally strong parents, they support their kids. So these are some of the things that mentally strong parents do. So if you're a parent already and you feel like you've not been doing all of these things, you can start implementing these things in your kids. So as you're bringing up your kids, if you are an upcoming parent, you intend to become a parent, you need to keep all of these things to mind and put them to practice when you start having your kids, and your kids will thank you for it when they eventually grow up and become mentally sane and mentally strong, right? Because this is what we hope to bring out for our kids. We don't want to raise mentally deranged kids, right? Kids that grow up with low self-esteem, depressed all through their early years, and they grow up without being able to make decisions for themselves because their parents have always been the one making the decisions for them because they do not want them to make mistakes, right? So we want to raise well-balanced kids, and these are some of the things that you could do to raise your kids and bring your kids better. So thank you so very much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are about this video in the comments. Do leave a like and leave a comment, and you could also share this video with your friends and family and parents and would-be parents, upcoming parents. And till I come your way again next time, my name is Juliet Israel, and for now it's a bye. Okay, happy birthday, Dad. I wish you all of the best. I love you. I love what you do. I love that you are my father. I love that you nurtured me up until this point. I love that you raised me in the way of the Lord. I appreciate everything you've done for me up until this moment, and I pray that you would definitely reap the rewards of your labor. the number of your days you shall fulfill, and all of the days of your life henceforth is going to be happy, 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 happy moments and happy days. Happy birthday, Dad. I love you. Mwah. So if you're watching this video today, the 17th of January 2020, it's 2020. Okay.